Welcome everybody to the Fives of the Week. It's the fastest growing podcast in the Motor City. Making picks and predictions, talk life that we live in. Various opinions, all love with the vision. Running our division, court, field, or rink. We gamble with Campbell, don't care what y'all think. A whole different twist on the top 5 list. Check the time on your wrist. Are you ready for this? Cause it's time to press play and step into the game. Get your popcorn ready, never know what we'll say. Play to win it all, we can never back down. In our blood to stand tall and represent our town. Detroit Rock City and we always stay gritty. Hosted by your boy Fillie, now it's time to get busy. You with me?
Hello world, welcome to the Fives of the Week podcast with a special episode 164. We're going to be previewing the SWA die for this event. We have all the participants in-house today. We've got Adam and Mo Money Mike, Hollywood Apple Snatch, and the SWA current champion, Gumzilla, all in the house today. Right now, I'm going to invite Adam to come take a seat at the interview with the challenger and the two-time Golden Glove champion of the world here, my closest friend, Hollywood Apple Snatch. Come sit down, everybody, give him a round of applause. Welcome to the show, fellas. Welcome to the show, fellas.
Thank you.
How you doing? Thank you. Anyway, how you feel about the fight, Hollywood?
I feel great. I mean, been in training for a few weeks now. A little bit of road work and, just sharpening up my tools and really getting focused for this event on the 10th. You know what I mean? It could be my last fight. So I got to make sure that it's definitely his last fight.
Well, first of all, I'm going to cut you off and I'm going to say something. We're here to do a press conference. Can you do me one favor? Not ask too many jackassy questions.
Well, when you're involved, there's always a jackassy question. You're a jackassy guy, so I'll do my best, but what do you think about the fight, jackassy questioner?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm battling a guy who's done it. He's won. This is my first fight. I'm very excited. I'm confident. Not only is it going to be my first fight, but I want it to be his last. Because it's not going to be my last fight.
You think it's going to make his last? Well, that's good confidence. But anyway, that's a good fight for you guys. And I think you guys need to do a double feature matchup, which is going to also be bringing Mo Money Mike against the SWA heavyweight champion of the world. 20 years in the making. We've been waiting for this event to finally happen, and it's finally going to happen here May 10th at the T3 Personal Training Center. Mo Money Mike and the heavyweight champion of the world, Gumzilla.
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt there, Sea Rebel, but this is Jerry from Redwood News down here in Texas, and I'm very excited for this fight right here. And damn, I see you got an apple there. Is that your favorite fruit?
I love apples. And on May 10th, I'm going to snatch his apple.
Wow.
Well, those are very big words for a small little boy. Hollywood, you've been around the block a time or two. What have you done differently this time around?
Well, just, I look at it like this, more focused. There is 37 guys that said the same exact thing. And they all went down.
Hard. They all went down hard.
And how this fight could go, who knows? I mean, it could go in one round. It could go 5. We don't know what's going to happen. But I know one thing. Hollywood Apple Snatch, I'm going to bring it like never before. Never before. I'm ready.
Hello. I'm from the Indian Press. I have a question for both. Mr. Adidam, what are you most excited about this match? And for Sea Rebel, will you allow him to talk?
I try to let him talk, but he gives me a headache. Yeah, he really does. I mean, I try to give the guy the respect, but no love lost between me and Adam. We'll admit to that. No love lost between us.
I'm not fist pounding this chump, but I'm very excited to be able to start boxing, get in the ring, and with someone with the experience, but just having the ability, getting in the ring and training. This is just my first fight, but it's not going to be my last. And I'm excited for the fans. I'm excited for you, C Rebel, because you're finally going to be one moment to shine. People are finally going to see you. You're going to be able to do what you always wanted to do, get people to boo you. But Hollywood, I'm coming at you, buddy. I can't wait.
But you do know excitement sometimes can get you killed, so excitement here might very get you killed. We got some more questions from the press conference here. Go ahead with your next question, sir.
Yeah, I was wondering, what do you guys plan on doing after the fight? Like, you guys are going to become friends or hug each other or something?
Who are you asking that question to? You're asking that to...
Both of them.
No.
Well, we'll start with Hollywood. You answer that question first.
You know, I hold no animosity. I'm going to go in and do my job. It doesn't matter if he wants to be a friend or not. It's just another day in the office. You know what I mean? I'm going to go do my business. So whatever, how he wants to take it, I'm going to go on and maybe to the next fight.
Yeah, me personally, I'm not going to hold any grudges as well. But we go in as enemies, and we come out as enemies. You're just the first notch in my belt, and there will be more.
Well, damn, it's Jerry here again, and my understanding is that you've never been in the ring before, and you're going against a two-time Golden Glove champion here. Now, does any doubt creep in the back of your mind?
No doubt at all.
Fight?
No doubt at all. Like I said, I'm putting in the training, I'm putting in the work, and I'm going to be ready. That all the nonsense, the back noise, everybody talking about me, this being my first fight, I just block it out. I stay focused, I stay ready, and I hope he is, because if he's not, it'll be his last fight.
So you'd say there's a little bit of ignorance involved with coming in a fight, and ignorance is bliss, and that could be why you could be so confident, because ignorance can be bliss. But Hollywood?
You know, I love the hype. You know, people talk a big game. And you know what? I'll be so focused and mentally ready and prepared. He has to be the same way. I mean, like, it's one of them things, it's just in my DNA, it's in my blood. I was born a fighter. And that's how I'll end.
I just want to say for the record, I don't mean to be so negative towards the Dom, but anybody who's watched the show and hit says there's no love lost between me and the Dom. But we got another question coming from the booth here. Go ahead for your question.
Question's for Hollywood. Hollywood, what are you most excited about, and can you give us one fond memory of your history when it comes to boxing?
You know, going back 20-some years, I never take an opponent lightly. The thrill of it, the excitement of it, the training. And I remember when my first, in 1996, when I was pulled up, went through the gauntlet to win the first part of the division. And that division takes you up to the biggest one of them all, up in Michigan. And I had to go through the gauntlet again. And that was taking their champion out, their man, and I stopped him. So this is, you know, like I said, I won't take Fukadam easy or lightly at all, but I will finish him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Donnie from the Non-Fake News. I'd like to ask you both a couple of questions. Hollywood, Mr. Apple Snatch, a lot of great apples, plenty of apples in your day.
Love the apples.
What if you take a punch to the gut and you go down? How do you? What if you take a punch to the gut and you go down?
Well, like I said, I mean, any given day, any recover. I don't think he'll get too many opportunities at that. But then again, I'll have a sharp eye, and I will be victorious. I'm confident in that. But I will not take him lightly, because you just cannot. When you take somebody lightly like that, that's when you get caught.
I hope both fighters are ready, man, because this is going to be an epic battle showdown. We're going to have a big battle that whole entire night. It's going to be a great night.
Oh,
so please
Rebel.
don't forget to come T3 personal training. Yes.
See Rebel, damn you.
Hello, sir. Hello.
I am ready.
Hello.
Hello, Bibi.
I believe you are ready. I believe you are more ready than the guy over here.
Listen, I was walking by. I need to ask you a very important question. Do you know the Wi-Fi password, please?
No, I do not know the Wi-Fi password. Please go check with the office administrator.
Yeah, is that how you say it? Is it? I'm sorry. Is that how you say it?
I don't know how you say it. I don't understand you.
I speak English, right?
No, I don't. It's some form of English, but anyway, moving on. Again, like I was promoing May 10th at the T3 Personal Training Center between the heavyweight champion in the world SWA event, which is going to bring Gumpzilla bringing his title for 20 years in the making against Mo Money Mike. And then these two as an undercard, you can't miss it. We got another question in the crowd. Let's see what this question is. Go ahead with your question.
Rebel, I got a question for you now, sir. I know you seem a little bit puckered up there in the center stage, and I just want to know how you're going to handle the limelight and what have you, because all eyes are going to be on you. And how tickled are you in your loins for this show on May the 10th?
Well, my loins are tickled, but I'm used to being in the limelight. Anywhere I go, I'm the center stage, I'm the center event. Whether I'm hosting football games or I'm doing this, I'm used to being the center of attention. So no sweat off my back, it's just another event. But it's probably the biggest hosting event I've ever done before, and I'm really excited to do it because it's going to be great.
This question's for both men. What are you guys looking forward most when it comes to the main event of the SWA World Heavyweight title?
Adam, we'll start with you.
What I'm looking for the most is just Gumpzilla retaining. I know he's going to retain, and I can't wait. It's just to see the crowd cheer for him, Gumpzilla, and Mo Money Mike laying there on his back, and him stand over him with the belt and his stupid little cowboy hat. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
You're dumb enough to actually believe. I think he actually believes that. That's what's most messed up about that. Is he actually believes the words that are coming out of his mouth. That
you actually
just
believe
cracks,
that
man.
You can see over the table without a booster seat.
I actually believe I have a fully functional brain, unlike you. So
how does it feel to never be able to ride roller coasters?
About the same way it feels for you when you're at a stoplight that's blinking red. What do I do? What do I do? Anyone in Hollywood.
I look at it this way. Godzilla is the bigger one, Gumpzilla. He is the bigger man. But the quicker man is Mo Money. And in the training that's been done, in the attacks, there's so much homage to pay that I can almost stamp it. And we will guarantee through the bloodline that there will be a victorious win for Mo Money Mike.
I believe I agree with that too, because you can't measure heart. And whatever Gumpzilla has and experience and size over on Mo Money Mike, the heart I've seen out of Mo Money Mike is huge. But we got another question. Some guy in the back here is annoying me and bugging the crap on me. Go to your question. You've been waving at me for 5 minutes, sir.
Well, it's me again, and
we know it's you.
My question is for Mr. Apple Snap, and
Apple Snatch.
Oh, my apologies, Rebel.
It's Mr. Rebel.
W, and how do you feel about Mo Money putting up the podcast and his podcasting career? As this could be the last few weeks, and some could say you're in the home stretch here, the fives of the week. And if it's a no holds barred, anything goes. So if he loses, it's over, Hollywood. How do you feel about that?
Well, I would say when I first heard it, I was kind of like, well, wow. That's a lot to put on the line, especially being one of the best through the Motor City podcast coming up. And to know that we could all be out of a job. Then I thought again, and I said, well, wait a minute. He wouldn't put it up unless he was totally confident of beating this man. And knowing that and being on the podcast with the crew, and just know the heart and desire and the burn. That's a lot to put up. And he's willing to go through hell and fire for it. That's why I know, and I'm sure in my heart, there's no hesitation. There's not even a blink in my eye of thinking that I would possibly have another person take over our cast of all the time that we put in, and he has put into it. I know he will be ready. I'm confident.
I agree to an extent, but I still think it's like betting a Ferrari against my 2002 Honda CVR 250. You know what I mean?
With no muffler.
With no muffler, and it's missing a handle grip.
Okay.
That's what I don't like about it. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, those guys have proven they're shady. They've proven they're kind of dirty. They're going to attack him in all aspects. You've proven you have. You're going to let your buddies fight for you while you're sitting in the ring. I'm not saying anything that's not true. You've proven that. We've got audio tape of you sitting there watching your buddies.
But
who you're fighting
sometimes,
for
you got to figure, you got to put something up great. You got to put something on the line great.
I agree it's great, but I don't trust the honesty of it. I don't believe they're going to fight fair because they've shown they haven't fought fair right from Jump Street. So it just makes me, anything can happen. And I love this podcast. You guys have seen my reaction to it from the moment I heard about it. I lost my shit a little bit on it. And I'm still not happy about it.
The world loves this podcast.
I know. I'm still not happy about it because anything can happen. But Dom, I guess we got to hear from you on your opinion about it.
Are you done, you little ankle biter?
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead with your half a brain.
All right.
I want to smack the shit out of you sometimes. I don't know why. Every time I look, I just have this urge to just backhand the shit out of you, but I won't because you have to fight.
Can you jump that high?
We'll see.
Okay, are you done talking? Okay. First of all, I think it was a very good decision for him to put his podcast online because as good as it is, sometimes you get a little overly excited. You get very confident and you think your podcast is the best. But if Mo Money Mike drops, what could be better than to have a Dam take his spotlight on that podcast?
What could be better? Beaver eating your crotch, I think, would be better than having you host anything, but that's just my opinion.
That's all you could come up with.
That was right off the top of my head. I mean, but they want to see you host a 5-a-week podcast the way they want to see Biden become president again. Just saying.
Very valid point. Very valid point.
Coming from the guy who voted for him. Next question.
Of course I voted for him. That tells you all you need to know that he's a Biden guy. Tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, I got a question. I was watching this thing from the get-go, and I think, Apple Snatch over there, I think he's got a good game going on. He's very serious about this. He's taking on. And Dom over there, and he's eating this apple, and he's missing his Adam's apple. I don't know why. It just seems like he needs to work on that. Maybe bring in a dress or something. Just a little bit more on that side. So who I'm going for. Get him, Apple Snatch. Get him.
My kind of guy over there. Check him out.
I got the question for A Gem, my friend.
Hey Gem. Okay.
You are very. What did they say? Undercard, underdog in this fight. Do you feel this way?
Not at all. Not at all. I don't. I'm very, I keep saying, I'm very confident. I've been training hard. I know that this might be my first fight, but I know I can take him. I really think I can take him, and I will. You'll see it on May 10th. You will see.
I'm hearing, but I'm not believing. But you know what? I'm going to call it fair on May 10th. I'm going to call it like I see it.
And that's one of the biggest holidays. It's a Cinco de Mayo weekend. So my question to you, Adam, what really makes you think that you can beat me?
Great question. Question of the day.
Very good question.
What really in your heart of hearts makes you even think that you have a chance and that you can actually win this fight with me?
I think I'm a lot younger, faster, and though you were a boxing champion, the key word is were. You don't do that now.
As opposed to never was? Okay, sorry.
That's what makes it so special.
Yes, it does.
I can't wait till the 10th. It cannot come fast enough.
I can't wait for the 10th either. It's going to be an epic fight showdown. Even me or Dom don't get along or see eye to eye so much. I'm going to call it right down the middle, right how I see it. I hope you do come here and put on a good show because it's going to make for a great show. May 10th at T3 Personal Training. You can't miss it.
And
it's going to be.
That's the thing. I'll tell you right now. From Hollywood Apple Snatch, you better load this building up. You do not want to miss it. You do not want to see me end Fuka down.
No, you want to see him and Fukudama, or at least I do anyway, but anything can happen at the T3 Personal Training Center. It's a great facility here. As you see, they've got batting cages here in the back and all kinds of things to come through. So if you get a chance to go on their website, check them out. Check out T3 Personal Training. It's a great place to train for any sport you're trying to train for. But anyway, do we have any more questions from the
I think we're good.
All right, so we're just going to do the standoff then, and why don't we go up in the front and do the standoff here? May 10th, Hollywood Apple Snatch versus Adamu. For the first ever bout, one going for his first win, the other one showing he still has what it takes to become a champion again. And he may climb back in the ring again. May 10th, don't miss it. And also, it's going to be another great show. We're also going to have a live performance by Al Rich. Is going to be another live performance by Al Rich, who's going to do a great show for you. You're also going to have a comedian, Al Sugar Bear. It's going to be really funny guy. It's going to be a great show. Not to mention the main event of the evening, which is going to be the heavyweight championship in the world, the SWA championship. Gumpzilla versus Mo Money Mike, and the new belt is going to be revealed right now. That there's going to be a new era in the belt, and this is what the new belt's going to look. And right now, let me introduce Mo Money Mike to the table, and let me introduce the current SWA heavyweight champion of the world. His record speaks for himself, Gumpzilla. Not a fan base, so to speak, but I can respect the game. And not only that, we are going to have a new SWA championship belt, and we are going to go out with the old and in with the new belt, and we're going to show it live right now. And this is what it's going to be. That there, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, is the new SWA Heavyweight Championship of the World Heavyweight Belt. What do you think of that, Gumpzilla?
Looks like another 20 years. It's going to be hanging on my wall.
Very possible it could.
Beautiful.
Your record speaks for itself, and your experience speaks for itself, so it very possibly could.
See, Rebel, that first intro was about as smooth as swallowing a bag of rocks. I will say that. But you recovered very well. Good job.
Well, I had my producer in the background giving me mixed signals, so I did what I could do on it. Yes and no. So I recovered the best I could with a bag of rocks showing me how to go to signal.
Well, Mr. C. Rebel, out with the old.
And then you can go ahead and take that. You want to take that?
I think we're just going to leave it.
You're just going to leave that unoccupied until it's won. And it's going to be won by one of these two gentlemen sitting here to my left and my right, the current SWA heavyweight champion of the world, Gumpzilla, puts his belt on the line against a man putting his podcast on the line, Mo Money Mike. 20 years he's been waiting for this. How do you think the fight's going to go?
Well, 20 years, like you said, is a long time, and we've been waiting for this. Gumpzilla, you've been poking the bear for 20-some years now, and here we are 3 weeks away from the biggest fight in SWA history. All that time, I was willing to ride off into the sunset, but like I said, you woke up that beast in me. You brought out the dark side. And on May the 10th, Cinco de Mayo week, for all the marbles, you got me somehow to risk everything that I've worked for these last 5 years with this podcast, to come out of retirement for one last dance. It means everything to me.
I can tell by your time it means everything to you.
It means a lot because, as you know, battled a lot recently, and it gave me a new perspective on life and a new perspective on this match, and I feel sorry for you. Because on May 10th, it's going down.
Well,
I'm going to take everything that you boasted about for 20 years. The last thing that you covet the most is that belt right there.
And what he covets that most the last 20 years has been that belt, but he has every right to do so because the last 20 years, there's been no contender to be able to take it from him. And like him or love him or hate him, he is the current SWA heavyweight champion of the world. And he's been so long in just about any other wrestling event circling around here. And that is Gumpzilla. Comes in. How do you feel about Mo Money Mike's comments?
Why did it take you 20 years to answer my challenge? Took you 20 years. 20 years, Mo Money.
That's a great question. I don't know how to depending on them.
See, Rebel, it's very simple. You understand? When you're out living the dream, whining and dining, traveling the world, traveling the globe, the hottest of honeys, the most beautiful beaches, football championships, softball championships, fantasy football championships. I've won everything, see, Rebel. Everything. You understand? But this is the one thing that has always eluded me.
So you say this by doing this.
This will be like the last piece of the puzzle for Mo Money Mike. To ride off into the sunset and to say, hey, you're finally a top guy. Now, I know between you and the Dam, you guys try to figure out who's the top, who's the bottom all the time. But besides that, I'm the guy to ride off into the sunset with that title. The guy.
Well, standing in your way of doing all that is unarguably the last 20 years, the SWA heavyweight champion of the world. Nobody's taking it from him.
Mo Money Mike, my former tag team partner.
Yes, I would say that at one point in time, these two were the best of friends at one point in time. I want to put that out there. Go ahead.
We have been through a lot. We've known each other damn near 30 years. And we've done everything. We were tag team champions. Hell, in the SWA, we raised hell. You remember them days, Mo Money Mike?
I remember.
But the one thing that I could never take out of my head was back at BWA when you decided to get involved in the BWA heavyweight title match between me and Mentally Ill, all because you were pissed off because you couldn't make it. Sound familiar? When it comes to tournaments? And here we are. And when I took that bat to your head and cost us the SWA tag team titles, that was the most glorious thing that I have ever done. And do you remember LSW? When I hit you in the back with the chair?
Do you remember this?
No, you let me finish. Because after I hit you with that chair, you disappeared. Where did you go? You were hiding from me. You were scared of Gumpzilla. You could smirk all you want. But at SWA Die for Something, that title, I put that title on the line. You put your podcasting career on the line. And that's going to be it for you with your podcasting career.
That's a lot of harsh words.
No, you shut up there, C-Rebel. I ain't done yet.
Get up, C-Rebel.
Okay, well, you're done now. Just that pure thing. So we got some questions coming in. I'm going to interrupt them right on the bat.
Excuse me?
We got a question from the ring. Go ahead with the question.
This is from,
I'm
my
hosting.
name is Bill from Fukadam Sports. And my question is, as I see you two guys that were once great friends, I'd like to know who is the better wrestler?
Who's the better wrestler? That's a loaded question right there. That's going to create a lot of things. That's a loaded question.
That's an easy question because it's always been me. I've been the workhorse. Okay, he always reaped the fruits of everybody else's labor. Okay, and it's always been that way. Who was always thrown to the wolves? Mo Money Mike. Who was always a team player, the good soldier? That was me. While you and Mr. Ferrara had your championship runs, it was because of me. Because you had me in your corner, but no more. With you as the champion, this company folded for 23 years, and it took me to bring it back. Me. Mo Money Mike, because I am money, I am the draw. And on May 10th, you will have nothing left. You bet that.
Wow, that was some harsh words. And what are you going to say to that, Mr. Champion?
No comment. You know why? You know why I'm not going to comment?
I got a question.
Because I'm being gracious and putting this title
Shut up,
on the
nobody
line.
wants to hear you.
I got a question.
We got questions.
All right, go ahead. What's your
This is
question?
Sonny from the Free Press. I wanted to ask you, Mo Money Mike, how would it feel after 20 years to win this match once and for all and to become SWA World Champion for the first time?
I'll tell you this. I'm no dummy, and I do know that you are a formidable opponent. You're bigger, probably stronger, but at the end of the day, will is in my corner. Heart is in my corner. And again, the people are in my corner. So on May 10th, I'm gonna watch you crumble slowly, and I'm gonna pick you apart piece by piece, and it's gonna feel amazing. If I'm able to do it, because it is a no-holds-barred match, anything can happen. But I feel, just like you've had that tingle in your loins for 23 years, I feel in my heart and my gut that it is my destiny to finally hold that championship after all these years.
Well, you know what they say. It's not enough. It's not enough to just want to. You got to be able to bring it to that night. And that night, I do believe Gumpzilla's a formidable opponent. I do believe you're going to make it as difficult as possibly can, and you quite possibly could walk away with it. But we have another question from the crowd.
Yeah, I used to live next door to these two, and I've watched them fight for 20 years. I mean, we've been waiting. The whole neighborhood's been waiting for this to go down for 20 years, right?
All right, so what's your question?
And let me finish.
Sorry about your fence, by the way.
So all I know is no worries. So all I see is these two guys fight all the time, and they were good friends, really good friends. And so my perception on this is you've got this Gumpzilla guy, and the only time he ever got really a title challenge was a couple of years ago from a guy in a Twinkie outfit.
You got a question?
Sounds about right.
And in doing that with his Twinkie outfit thing, he needed to put a couple notches in his belt. The only belt he's really going to be wearing is the one that's around his waist right now. Okay. The question is, C-Rebel, are you with me?
I'm here with you. We were putting everybody to sleep, but yeah, I'm here with you.
So he can see your face in the camera? I mean, that's really what we're trying to do here.
All right, Snake, take the mic away from this dude. Throw this dude out of the building. Get this dude out of the building. All right. Hey, come back when you can afford to take it, all right?
Well done.
See you, dude. See you, dude.
Hey, C-Rebel, this is Roger. I'm from
How you doing, Roger?
Alabama. And
I hope you're better than the last guy.
Alabama.
You just threw him out. So
I'm going to tell you what, I'm a big fan of Thighs of the Week. And I really like them guys. And I'd be really sad if, More Money couldn't pull it out. And I'm real confident because, I want to continue to listen to the Thighs of the Week because I think it's the hottest podcast around. And I really don't know this big fella here, Goonzilla. I'm not really sure. Is that what his name is?
Well, I would give the champion his name is Gumpzilla. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't always see eye to eye, but he is the SWA heavyweight champion, so his name is Gumpzilla.
Okay, but what really did he win? I mean, he's proclaiming a championship.
You really can't take that away from him. For 23 years, he's held this title, nobody's taken it from him. So as much as we disagree, he's held onto the title, and to be the man, you got to beat the man.
But I got to know, who did he beat? We have no answers.
Well, if you go back and watch the history, he's beat quite a few people that aren't even in wrestling anymore. So he's handicapped a lot of people. He's put people out of wrestling.
He's made it out the shower, okay, with the belt. He's made it out of bed with the belt. So he's won those little victories.
There's a lot of retired wrestlers.
Stacking little victories, which is great. Hey, bravo. Great job. For 20 years, you've been stacking those little wins.
There's a lot of retired wrestlers right now that were wrestlers until you got there.
Wrestlers. Will you shut the hell up? I'm talking to this guy right now.
Well, I'm talking to the crowd, so
I'm talking to him right now.
I'm hosting
you
this
shut
right
the hell up, you walrus with titties. This is about us. This is about us, the SWA Heavyweight Championship.
All right, go ahead, Billy Gay Cyrus. Let's go.
Let's go. Gumpzilla, it's about me and you. Nobody else.
That's what I'm talking about.
Boys are fired up.
The podcast.
And that's one of my closest friends. That's how fired up he is.
I
love C-Rebel. He's part of the Fives a Week. That's family right there.
Yeah, that's how fired up he is. And everybody.
But we all know you don't shut the hell up. We all know that. Y'all know that at home. You guys know it here.
And I'm not going to start now. Why would I start now, not being me?
Well, thank you for this opportunity, Mo Money Mike.
This is not going to be a clown show, Gumpzilla. This is going to be a fight. I want you to know, I hope you're ready.
And I want to.
Money Mike, I know what I'm getting into with you. I've known you for years. This is not no ordinary wrestling match. Like you said a couple weeks ago, this is a war. When we walk into this ring in 3 weeks, I know who you are. I know you're gonna, you know that I'm gonna bring and do whatever I can do to win that title. But I ain't stupid. I know you're gonna do the same thing. This is a war.
And you're right, and there's not gonna be no more sneak attacks. This is the final face-to-face before the big one. And we have, deep down, there's a little bit of respect there.
But all the stuff that's been going on, it's all out the window because it's anything goes.
And you could see how much these two want this. I mean, you see, we're even arguing with each other. These two want this really, really bad. I've never felt such tension in a match that's going to be seen before because they want this more than anything. And we'll take another question from the crowd.
This is Tom from Green Hornets Athletics. I want to ask Zilla.
What's up, Tom?
How good would it feel to win this match knowing that he'll never be able to have a podcast and have that loudmouth C Rebel on there anymore?
Okay, snatch the mic away from him, first of all. Let me answer that first. And he is right. He does bring up an excellent point, Gumzilla. You stand to win more than just a championship. You're taking the championship. You're taking a #1 rated podcast away. You stand a lot to win.
See, the thing is about that, C Rebel, is when I put this title on the line, I was putting something on the line. And the name of the pay-per-view is Die for Something. And I'm willing to die for that. But the one thing I wanted from Mo Money Mike was he willing to die for his podcasting career.
And I met you halfway on that because I know how much this means to you, but I don't think you really understood how much this means to me. And C Rebel, when you were on my show and you asked why, you didn't understand why.
No, I still don't completely understand why. I don't pretend to know why.
Doesn't surprise me, but at the end of the day, we know there's a lot of history here. And on that day, it's all coming to a head. And when my hand's raised in victory, you will know, Gumzilla, that it's over.
See, the one thing you're forgetting is Kaiju Triyu. And you're also forgetting about Mr. Andrew Ferrara.
Listen, I don't care about Pikachu, Ryu.
He says he's going to call it fair. Ferrara says
Caillou. It doesn't matter to me. You bring them all.
But you see, the history between you and Mr. Ferrara, you know in the back of your mind, he hates you.
But
Mr. C Rebel, give me a minute. He hates your guts. And I know in turn, you hate his guts. But when it comes to this ring in 3 weeks, and I beat you, 1, 2, 3, and Mr. Ferrara raises my hand with that title, and all you hear is Godzilla playing while you're laying there, and your family over there crying, wondering what the hell just happened, why did you do this, and your podcasting career is over, and Adam takes over, it's going to be the best day of my life.
In Ferrara's defense, if you guys seen the history of the channel, you've been watching the channel, he says he's going to call this fair right down the middle. He didn't like the attack you guys, unprovoked attack you guys put on him, even though he has to have no love lost for Mo Money Mike. He said, I am going to call this fair right down the middle. So, and I believe him. I believe he's going to. So I do not believe that's an advantage. If you're looking for that as an advantage, I don't believe that's going to be an advantage. I believe that's going to be called fair right down the middle. But it's going to be crazy to see May 10th at T3 personal training.
Can I respond? I'm asking. Can I respond?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can respond. I was just...
So with Mr. Ferrara, there's a lot of history there too. So we used to go back and forth back in the day. Power struggle, right? It got to the point where these two clowns went and started their own federation and left me to the wolves again. But at the end of the day, when it all comes full circle, who brought it back to life? The draw, the guy, Mo Money Mike.
You know,
and Mr. Ferrara knows that too. You stop flapping your gums and you listen to me talk and respond. He knows too. He's going to wear those zebra stripes. He's going to walk down that aisle. He's going to call it fair and square because he knows at the end of the day, a long time ago, he bet on the wrong horse. He bet on you. And that federation that I built, you guys ripped it to shreds and it plummeted into the abyss like I said before. And now here we are,
federation.
T3, Mo Money Mike, the money man, brought it back, baby. Bringing in the dollars. That's what I do, Gump. That's what you're failing to realize. And I think deep down behind all this BS, you're scared, and you know it. And you know I'm the guy to get the job done.
Your little masked cowboy thing, I just want you to know, I'm not scared of the dark. I'm not scared of whatever darkness you've done. What you have done to Dean Hendricks, what you have done to Adam.
That wasn't me.
I just want you to know, it all comes to an end May 10th, 3 weeks from today.
3 weeks today, we're going to see it. May 10th at T3 Personal Training. It's going to be Gumpzilla versus Mo Money Mike for the SWA Heavyweight Championship of the World that died for something. At this point, do we have any more questions from the audience?
Yeah, I got a couple. I got one. If you put these two men in this ring in 3 weeks, everyone needs to come out and see these guys, because this is real. And C Rebel needs a baby chair to get closer to the table.
I have no comment to that.
I have a question here. This is the Hollywood Apple Snatch.
Ooh, Hollywood Apple Snatch. Welcome back, baby.
Godzilla, let me explain something here. You are the champion.
Gojiwa.
And I know what that feels like. You got to be ready. Them attacks was only the beginning on Fukadam. You remember that little trip when I ran into you at the store and you were scared? You were getting your little side things, you know, to get you motivated, get you going. Your little sidebar to stand up. And you were scared. You didn't want none of Hollywood. Because you, at that moment, your own brother walked away from you. Because he knew as well. And you just didn't know if Mo Money Mike was waiting outside for you. And you walked like a coward. You were scared. And you're scared of the fives of the week. And you know, and you sent Fukadam to do your dirty work. Another lone wolf to take the beatings for you. What do you say about that?
All right, give the champion a chance to respond. Go ahead, champ.
Is he the actual mastermind? Because he seems to be the one that's always talking for you, on your behalf. Hitting Adam with the chair, coming up with the no-holds-barred match. You know, this whole time, maybe I'm going after that grape ape, and I'm not going after Mo Money Mike. So, apparently, Mr. Grape Ape over there, Hollywood Apple Snatch, apparently I must be having the match with him and not Mo Money Mike.
Well, I beg to differ, because come May 10th at T3 Personal Training, your match is against Mo Money Mike. That could be settled later, but right now, you are wrong, my friend. It is going to be against that man right there facing across from you.
It's just like anything else, Gumpzilla. See, you turned your back on family. You turned your back on me. Because we were boys. We were like brothers. And you left me in the dust. Me and Unc, we ain't like that. We don't leave each other hanging. It's about support. It's about familia. It's something you know nothing about. So, when the time's right, you go to the wise men and you seek out knowledge. Okay? So I have done that. But at the end of the day, it's about me and you. It's going to be me and you at the end of the day. And I feel like I'm the man for the job to finally take you down and take that championship belt.
You know what? I'm done with this press conference.
And you're just going to leave like that. And out goes Gumpzilla, heavyweight champion of the world, walking out of the ring. And I want to say to anybody out there who has a comment about C-Rebel being short, come to my face and say that shit. Don't be hide behind the mic.
May 10th, Mo Money Mike. SWA heavyweight champion, baby.
He's going to be there. We're going to see what happens. Gumpzilla's off and prepared, ready to fight. May 10th, TC3 Arena. We also got Sugar Bear performing, and we're going to have, again, a great rapper coming, so don't miss it. May 10th, T3 Personal Training Center. We're going to have Adam versus Hollywood Apple Snatch in a great boxing match, and the SWA Heavyweight Championship of the World. And the podcast will be on the line for something to die for. May 10th at T3. Holy crap, what's going on? What's going on in the ring? It's chaos in the ring right now. They're being attacked. The guys are going to destroy the equipment. Get them out of the ring.
This chair here.
I can't let that happen. I can't let that happen. There's going to be no match left. You guys are going to destroy me before the match is over.
This title. That's the closest you're going to get to this. May 10. And still